going to meet the man who helped him fight back.
Mr. Duff.
Good to see you, mate.
You too. Hey, you're looking good.
I can. I put all this weight on the way.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, man. Remember this, Brad?
Yeah, that was cell over there. Yeah, wasn't it?
I think it was cell number 6. I think that was
cell 6. It was, I believe.
Aye, it is.
It was cell 6. Aye. Is somebody in it?
There's nobody in it at the moment, I don't think. But gonna have a quick look. Remember that?
Brings back memories, mate. Brings back memories.
Well, actually, I remember. See, when you first came in as I said to you earlier, remember? The desk used to be, I remember you used to have the desk.
I remember the hot plate and that used to be there as well, yeah?
Yeah, so the hot plate was there.
There wasn't a ceiling near that here, and this has all been sealed off, eh?
So, well,
it used to be like a proper landing, yeah?
So you had the stairs along. Remember, you took the stairs along there as well.
That's right, aye. Do you know what I mean? It does bring back, initially I thought I wouldn't be so responsive to the emotions that I'm having, but Ken, being locked up, it's no fun, mate, is it? For anybody, it's no fun being locked up 23 hours a day, or you're behind the door, no liberties, no family, no contact, no good for anybody. Just looks the same, Mr. Duff, do you know that?
You've got the multi-gym there.
Same multi-gym as.
Used to do a wee bit of bag work and stuff over there, remember?
I remember we used to put a few bags in that up here and stuff.
There's the hook stall there.
There's a hook stall there, aye. Now that takes me back. Does it still get used, is it?
That's it, yep.
The last time Ian had seen Bradley before prison was 10 years earlier, when Bradley had been the mascot for the Scottish amateur boxing team that Ian captained.
I thought, I recognised that name, and I thought, it absolutely can't be the same guy. So I came along to the cell, opened the door, looked at him and went, oh, for goodness sake, Brad, what are you doing here?
Exactly.
And if you remember, you were actually shadowboxing at the time, and you looked at me, and
exactly.
it was just sort of that, oh no. God, no, you know.
That's true, I remember that. I was shadowboxing that. I think I had a wee bit of problems and stuff like that, but it was a guiding light for me to be able to train again and to have somebody to focus on and know the nonsense that was going on, because let's face it, endemically within a hall back in that time, you know, it was like a fucking monkey house, wasn't it? But being in prison, you've been denied your family contact, denied your... I loved my mum and my nephews, my brother and my friends and stuff, and to be taken away from them, it's not a good experience. I mean, I understand that some people out there, prison is viewed as an occupational hazard, and it doesn't have to be like that. You know, there's other things that you can do, especially in this day and age.
Bradley started to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
There's only one rule when you're in a place like this, to get back out, that's it.
He was moved to an open prison and allowed out on day release to fight in the Scottish Western District Championships.
So on the Monday, the prison, they took me on a prison bus, up to a competition in Glasgow. And I boxed in the Western District. I knocked the guy out in the first round.
Bradley was back.
And then I get a phone call to the prison on the Sunday saying, could I box for Scotland against Italy? Despite
still being kept at Her Majesty's pleasure, he was about to represent his country.
So again, I'm put in a prison van, taken up to Glasgow. I beat the guy as well, I beat the Italian champion on the Tuesday.
3 days later, he was back for the Western District final.
And the Friday again, same routine again, back up in the prison van, went out on the Friday, and I won the Western District Championships, which I believe I'm the only person that won the East and Western District Championship. But in 1 week, I boxed for Scotland, beat the Italian champion, knocked the guy out on the Monday, beat the Italian champion on the Tuesday, and then won the Western Districts on the Friday.
When Bradley was released from prison, he went from strength to strength.
Some 12 weeks later, after being released, I fought in the semi-finals in British and beat the last year's British champion. Then, some 2 weeks later, I was away to Italy to box against Italy, then away to Turkey to the championships and away to Canada, so things were sort of a wee wild one.
Bradley was at the top of the amateur game and decided that now was the time to put his troubled past behind him, leave Edinburgh and become a pro. He travelled to Miami to meet legendary boxing trainer Angelo Dundee, the man behind some of the world's greatest boxers, including Muhammad Ali.
There was a Cuban guy at the same time as me in it, and he was in the ring shadowboxing. And the Cuban guy had literally just swam from Cuba to come to Miami. And there was a delegate from Miami there with him, you know, the Cuban delegate there, and they brought him to the gym because he was an ex-Cuban boxer. And Angelo Dundee's sitting, and I'm wrapping my hands one day with my pal Kenny, and Angelo Dundee's sitting at the ringside watching the guy shadowboxing and doing a bit of bag work, and Angelo Dundee leans over and goes, yeah, this kid's got it. We can make a lot of money from him. And to me, that's what I've said about boxing. The people that run this game and perpetrate it, it's for money. Not the amateurs. Amateurs is great, but professional game, it's about money. This guy's just fucking swam from Miami, and he's sitting going, we can make a lot of money for this kid. So anyway, I found a great Andrew Dundee. He didn't match up to be the man that I thought he would be anyway.
Dundee's attitude illustrated to Bradley that pro boxing was run by shady characters who were only in it for the money, an attitude that reminded him of the gangster past he was trying to escape. Disillusioned by Dundee's approach, he headed north to New York City, where he made a big impression on two locals.
So we were doing road work, and at night time we used to go over to Central Park. We lived right in Harlem, and we went there doing road work. So Kenny's down there with the stopwatch stuff. I'm just lumbering up to do, Ken doing a series of sprints, and we trained in Gleason's gym in New York. And next one I hear, give me your fucking money, man, give me your money. And I was like, what's that? Next one, it's two guys appeared from a bush with a big blade, big knife and stuff, and all I was at the side. Going, give me your fucking money, man, I'm going to cut you, I'm going to cut you. And I'm like lumbering up and stuff and going, guys, come on, you're picking on the wrong guy here. And I'm like, give me your fucking money, man. I'm obviously a drug addict. I was like, mate, I says, here, I've got money here. Bash, bash. Sparkled two of them. Kenny's came running down chasing the other one. So I eventually called the guy back. I went, mate, come and get your 2 minutes. Of course, they're getting up like drunk men, falling about. I mean, it's no big feet knocking at two junkies, is it? But it was quite funny.
Next stop was LA, where he turned pro. He had 10 fights with 9 wins, 7 knockouts and 1 defeat. It was the end of Bradley's pro career. He was disgusted by the greed and exploitation within the sport.
I was pissed off with the game, you know. The thing about professional boxing is, you know, it's down to you as an individual, and all power to anybody that makes it, because it's really them, the managers and promoters, they do very little to subsidise you financially, or, you know, travel-wise, emotionally as well. So it's a lot of strain on a young fighter. It's not a game to be on, you better stick to football, yeah?
But he couldn't completely give up on the sport that helped save him. Coming up, I'll get in the ring with Bradley.
I'm so unfit, mate, I believe it.
And I'll get him into trouble with his mum.
I mean, I was totally amazed watching that and listening to Bradley.
Bradley Welsh crammed more into his first 25 years than most people would in a lifetime. From boxer to hooligan, to gangster, to convict, and back again. Throughout everything he'd done, there was one person he had tried to protect, his mum. And when she became ill, Bradley re-evaluated his priorities.
When my mum got quite sick, yeah, she got quite ill, so it was, you know, she had spondylitis in her lower spine, so she needed quite a bit of care and stuff, and I've been her carer since then. And so the years, the amount sort of just roll into each year, don't they? And I was happy. I mean, I was happy, but I wasn't doing anything. I was living in denial of myself, because I was hiding from myself. I didn't want to go out and do anything. I could have went out and done clubs, or I could have went and done a promotion or anything. I got offered jobs for advertising agencies and stuff like that. I didn't want to do it. I was happy living in my wee cocoon, reading books and studying things, and just happy and looking after my mum. And then what happens, my mum got, she got cancer, yeah, which was quite a big blow for us, and that's been a few years now, and she's undergoing to recovery about big time, yeah. She had a 6-month clear and stuff like that, but that was a big shock. My mum was the closest person in the world to me.
Although he's left his criminal career behind, it wasn't until she saw my programme about his hooligan past that she started to fully understand the extent of her son's colourful history.
I mean, I was totally amazed watching that and listening to Bradley. You know, where the hell were we when all this was?
We were working.
But believe me, they had it well, and he's, you know, and he knows that.
Now it's Bradley's devotion to his family that has helped him leave his past behind.
So suffice it to say, yes, I'm a little mummy's boy, yeah, and I always will be, yeah, always will be. I'm a family guy, that's what I'm about. It's for family. What else? All the money in the world, all the big cars, all the houses, all for what? You can't buy what's inside here, or what you have with your people.
Bradley's transformation doesn't end with caring for his mum. Today, he's a respected figure in the community. Disillusioned with the world of professional boxing, he opened a gym in a tough part of Edinburgh, offering the facilities and his knowledge to local kids on a strictly amateur basis.
How did this gym come about then?
Well, just obviously having a boxing background myself, yeah, I had 30 years experience in boxing, and I just thought, you know, the boxing gym, university has always been somewhere that people sort of, you know, gather and congregate, and I've just